I'll see you there.
Yep.
Hey man, how did you do third year?
See for yourself.
Straight perfects. Oh, dude, he doesn't stand for perfect. He's a pass.
How am I ever going to get into dermatologic neurosurgery now? I did everything they told me to.
I know. I wonder how they even come up with those grades for third year.
Yeah, me too.
So what grade do you think we should give him?
Well, Wren et al. Suggests that we should give as many honors as possible. But Windus and Meisler's study shows that though there is a quality of life difference, there's no matched survival benefit.
Good.
Of course, Lippmann's meta-analysis suggests that grades can be distributed arbitrarily.
I think you have a pretty good grasp on it. Let's round it on a few more times, and then we'll call surgery and get them to actually enter the grade.
Hey Greg, it's time to evaluate the third-year medical students.
What's this? I don't have time for this. I've got skydiving class in half an hour. And you need to get a haircut. Let's turf it to medicine. Oh, wait a minute. They want 90% of this filled out anyway.
This is surgery, and only one of you can have the highest grade. This is how we decide. Yeah? The OR? Yeah, can you please tell them to prep for another organ donor? We got a live one.
All right, it's time to start today's grading session. First, we have Robert Mitchell. Ah, good. High pass. Let's get that down. High pass. Next, Melanie Cheers. Ah, excellent. High pass. And we've got, let's see here, Dan Watson. Ah, very good. High pass. Let's get that down. Next, we have Eric Monroe. Ah, how fortunate. Another high pass. Then we've got AJ. All right, AJ, here we go. Ah, high pass. And I think that's it for today. All right, so let me make sure I've got this right. Robert Mitchell, high pass. Melanie Cheers, high pass. Dan Watson, high pass. Eric Monroe, high pass. AJ, high pass. I think that's it for today.
We have two students to grade. The first student worked long hours, completed several presentations, and took extra patients while she was on call.
Well, given that, I'd say she localizes to an intern level performance.
Well, the other student only showed up half the days and submitted incomplete and poorly written H&Ps. It seems to me that his problem wasn't a problem with inexperience. His problem is more central. He probably shouldn't even be a medical student in medical school.
Good analysis. I say we give them both aspirin and Lipitor.
The PACER is directed cephalad, enzyme Zemegovich. Alright, I guess it's time to do some grading here. Let's see. Alright, this is Dr. Semenkovich submitting the grading report for student Harger, first name Andrew, date of birth 1/14/83, period. The student's airway is eccentric and tortuous, likely due to a buildup of superfluous muscular tissue. The bony structures appear to be strong and exceedingly helpful to others. The lungs show some chronic effects of debris, indicating that the patient was exposed to various types of smoke, possibly while growing up in the Pacific Northwest area. Alternatively, this pattern can be attributed to chemical exposures secondary to communal, low-budget living arrangements during medical school. An X-shaped opacity is seen over the cardiac silhouette. This is known as the Harger sign and is pathognomonic for middle third performance. In keeping with the current literature, the final grade must be pass. Well, high pass. All right, next. Submitting a grading report for student Watson, first name Dan. Date of birth is 1/3/68. Overall, there are no gross abnormalities. The biliary system, however, shows appropriate dilatation for a student with remarkable past achievements. A small hepatic nodule abutting the IVC could be the beginnings of a distinguished academic career. A simple cyst in the upper pole of the left kidney denotes a very keen and yet somehow masculine understanding of fashion. A large amount of urine was retained in the bladder. This could indicate a well-honed musical talents, although an age-appropriate differential would include advanced VPH. Overall grade, honors. All right, let's see. Finally, submitting a grade report for student Whitesell, first name is Ryan and the date of birth is 9/19/82. There is diffuse atrophy with gliosis, indicating a chronic process leading to his overall mediocrity. I cannot even indicate anywhere that his honors cortex is visualized on this exam. Of note, his sarcasm nuclei are hypertrophic and vividly contrast-enhancing bilaterally, indicating an advanced ability to criticize clinicians. He may be Mallinckrodt Fellowship material, however. Unfortunately, this exam is non-diagnostic. I would recommend stuffing into one of the experimental magnets in the East Building for further grading.
Tara Scherer, honors. This H key isn't working. Okay, how about high pass? Let's try that. Stupid H key? I don't know. It's just not working. Okay, we'll go with what works. P, pass. Harger, pass. Watson, pass. O, pass. Whitesell, pass. Let's try this honors, this H again. Brogan, H. Ah, it works.